This Hangin Wit production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuzz sent you. Well, hello everyone. How's everybody doing this Friday evening, second week in February? Boy, the year is starting to fly by again. Let me say hello to a few people I got going on here. In the meanwhile, you guys go ahead and check out these shows that happen every week, every day of the week. You guys might want to watch them. You might learn something. You get to learn a whole bunch of new people. Anyhow, let's get on with this here and let's see who I got in here with me tonight. We'll start at the way top, and I'll scroll down. Anthony Dodge, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Sean McGee, Happy Valley Hobbies, glad you can make it in. Eminem Shortlines, Marty, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. And Ron Moe, glad you can make it in. We got Steve P coming in here. Roy Elton, glad you can make it in tonight. And now you guys all saying hello to each other. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Everybody get to know each other, chit chat amongst yourselves a little bit. Pennsylvania 6200, glad you can make it in tonight. Digger Evans, glad you can make it in. Frank Neer, glad you can make it in tonight. Connie, how's it going? Glad you can make it in. John Knofel, glad you can make it in tonight. Alex Brockway, glad you can make it in. Haven't seen you for a while. Glad you could come in tonight and watch these festivities that's going to happen. Who else we got in here? NS 5107, Chasco, how's it going, buddy? John Tanzillo, glad you can make it in here. You guys, you know, I just love hanging out on Friday nights with you guys. I really do. It makes my Friday night. And I also have my food on order, so it'll be here right after the show is finished. So yeah, I'm happy about that. We're gonna get some Panda Express tonight. Let's see who else we got. Marty, I said hello to. Ta-da. Sean McGee, I said hello to. James Galton, glad you can make it in tonight, James. Glad to see you make it. Look at all them green guys. Dave BNSF Fenscale, glad you can make it in tonight, buddy. I don't know if you guys watched my reminder video, but tonight we're going to do a little scenery. That's why you see me in my train room tonight. Let me tell you something. This was a hassle to set up. It took me about 3 hours to figure out how I was going to set everything up because I had to move everything from where I usually do my live streams to this room. And that includes my computer, my cameras, all the stuff that goes along with it. So, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy tonight's show. Let's see. Randall Ellison, glad you can make it in, buddy. Kevin Brown, nice to see you. Don Hennessy, glad you can make it in tonight. How many I got in here? 40. Wow. Seems like the same people. Manny Fernandez, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight. Wow. RDA N Scale. How's it going, Alan? Glad you can make it in tonight. And Alan, I did not ship out any of the stuff yet. I was waiting for one address. I finally got that address. So sometime in the next couple of days, I will be getting that out. So no worries. I will let you know when it goes out. Roy Central 127. Glad you can make it in tonight. Norman Rowe. Glad you can make it in. I think I got everybody. Tiny Town Trains TV. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. CP368. Tim, nice to see you. Glad you can make it in tonight. Having a problem talking tonight. In case guys haven't realized, I'm not wearing all my dentures. Having a problem with the lowers. I paid a couple $1,000s to get this done. Actually, it was $4,000 to get these implants done, and I can't get them to lock in. They need to. There's two little O-rings on the bottom that have to get replaced, and I just need to make an appointment with the dentist, and that'll get fixed. Ken Amos, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Joe Rader, glad you can make it. What else we got? John Schoolkill, how's it going, buddy? I'm pretty sure I got everybody now because same names keep rolling through. So I'm just scrolling through this thing. Carolina Foothills, glad you can make it in, buddy. All right, I think we're at the bottom, really close to the bottom here. Ralph Greenwood, glad you can make it in, bud. Hey, but Ralph, would you please, in addition to what I asked you to, would you do my email address, my Gmail email address? Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's see who else we got. I think we got everybody now. I keep saying that, but the more people come in. There we go. Now we're at the bottom. All right, guys. Well, welcome to Friday night, and I'm glad you're all here. I like it when they all show up. We have 46 here right now, and I'm hoping to hit at least 50 like I do pretty much every week. Anyhow, we're going to take care of business first before we get on to what tonight's topic is going to be. And in case you guys didn't know, let's see if I can get this right. That section of track you see right in front of you right there. Hold on. Let me fix something there. Hold on. Get rid of that. This section of track in this area is going to get ballasted and scenic. I want to see if that stuff that I got from Yankee Dabbler will actually work with the scenic stuff as well as with the ballast. Anyhow, let me go ahead and thank the super chats from last week. We had Sparky 107, Wig Wag Workshop. That was Steve Pezzi. Thank you very much. And Kevin Brown, thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate it. And also, I want to thank all of these guys for being members of my channel. As Jim Veronico, Dennis Dew, Ron Moen, Roy Eltham, Brian Page, Shay N-Scale, Dustin's N-Scale, Joe Rader, Chris Mitchell, Robert Young, Eminem Shortlines, Dave BNSF N-Scale, Grandpa Rails, Mark Arnold, and Carolina Foothills. Guys, thank you so much for all that support. I really do appreciate it. And I might have a surprise for the regular members this next time. I might give you a sneak peek of the videos that the guys that are in Dispatch 1 are seeing, and maybe that will entice you to go ahead and join up into the Dispatch 1 section. Anthony Dodge, well, thank you, sir. I don't have my bell with me tonight, but ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm waiting for my sidekick to get here also. Email. Thank you. Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that, my friend. Ralph's been very handy for me all in the few years that I've been doing all my live streams. I will text him during the daytime and tell him who my shout out's going to be, and he'll prepare it. So when I mention the name, he'll put it up in the chat so you guys can go check it out. Check him out. And I do have a shout out for tonight. But first of all, I want to thank all you guys for all the comments that you've been doing. I really do appreciate that. And I really love reading them and also answering them. So please keep up the good work. You guys are on a good path to having a good Christmas next year. So thank you very much for that. All right. Tonight, I'm going to do a shout out. And he's not here yet. I didn't see him. He said he was going to try and make it in tonight. But the shout out I'm going to do tonight is for Kevin's Trains GLE. Now, he's in Michigan, so I'm assuming that the GL is Great Lakes, but I don't know what the E stands for. So he's got 566 subscribers. Excuse me. He does diesel and steam. If you guys want to see a massive basement layout, you guys need to check this guy. I mean, his basement is probably half the size of my house. And that's like 1,000 square feet. So you guys need to check him out. Anyhow, it's Kevin's Trains GLE. He runs steam and diesel. very large basement layout. He does reviews, how-tos, scratch builds, rail fanning, and also does short videos. You guys really need to check Kevin out. He's got a great, great layout, and it's still in progress like most of us. All of our layouts are always in progress. So yeah, so you guys need to check him out. And I think, oh, there he is. He just showed up. Hi, Kevin. Well, I'm sure that he's got 566 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him up to at least 575 tonight, guys. Go over and check his channel out. You'll be impressed with the size of his layout. I'm telling you, it's huge. He could run. He did a challenge. The challenge was my challenge was, I think it was a year ago, is to run a power move with 12 or more locomotives, and he did, I don't know, something like 20 locomotives. Unbelievable. You gotta go check him out, guys. He's really, really cool. Okay, tomorrow's video is going to be on OTC. OTC stands for Oxnard Travel Center. For you guys that have not seen the build from the beginning, you will get to see how I actually build this project, starting from the beginning and work it up. Due to my stupidity, or didn't know what I was thinking, or not doing enough drugs, or whatever, I made a major mistake. I transposed the sizes and I made it way too big. Anyhow, the new build is on its way. I'm working on the roof sections right now, so I'm hoping to get it all done. I finally did get all my brick facades in, and I want to tell you something. JTT and Plastruct had the brick that I needed, and when I got the end scale from another supplier, the end scale was so small I couldn't even see the brick, even with my whatchamacallit's on. Hello, Pappy. How's it going, buddy? And Marky Saunders, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight. Anyhow, so I decided to use the same brick that I used the last time, but I wasn't sure which one it was. So I went ahead and I ordered HO size from JTT and from Plastruct. Now, Plastruct classifies their HO as 1/100th. It's not HO. It's not really end scale either. It's right in between. So when I got the package and I looked at it and I said, these are the brick that I used on the previous building, so these are the brick that I'm going to be using. So I will be doing the brick stuff here coming up pretty soon. Like I said, right now I am working on the roofs. Hello, Steve87. Hello, John Arthur. Hello, Fred Wild. How's it going, everybody? Hello, Ethan Armitage. Glad you could be in here tonight. He should be here pretty soon. He should be walking in his door right about now. Well, no, actually, it's only 5:13 in California right now, so he's probably on his way home from work. So probably another 15 minutes or so, he'll be showing up. Let's see. Anyhow, like I mentioned, as I was watching you guys that went to all these different train shows in this past couple of weeks, I have seen a lot of the layouts had banners for this company on there, and I never knew about this company until Bob at Yankee. Thank you, Ethan. I didn't know about this until Bob sent it to me, and I tell you what, we did a couple of weeks ago. You guys watched me do this on this board. I have not touched this board since, and that stuff is down. After about 2 hours, it was totally hard and able to do whatever. So we're going to do that tonight. Now, the instructions on this say that I can use this on any kind of, they call it gravel, and I'm assuming that they mean any kind of ground foam that you could use. So we already did the ballast, and the ballast I had already mixed from the last time. I have not touched this since the last time. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to mix this with the ground cover and see if it actually works the way they say it's going to work. So I'm waiting for a couple more people to get in here, like John Dilly, Grandpa Rails, so I can do this and get away from the camera. So anyhow, I'm looking forward to this. Great Lakes Eastern. Okay, thank you, Kevin. You know, I thought it was something really simple. I just couldn't remember what the E was for. So yeah, let's see who's contacting me. So anyhow, Yeah, we don't get that many train shows here in Phoenix. I wish we would because that's one thing I do miss. The closest place for me to go to a train show is in California, and I really don't want to drive 7 hours just to go to a train show. It's not worth it. So we do have. Hey, Marcel, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Rick, who's Rick? I missed somebody. I don't like not saying hello to everybody if I possibly can. Oh, Rick Bailey. How's it going, Rick? How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see. Anyhow, so what we're going to do in the meanwhile, while waiting for John to get here, I will go ahead and switch over to the other camera. And we'll go ahead and mix this up. Now, this dirt I got on one of my rail fanning trips that I went to. I just happened to have a plastic bag in the car and just filled it up. Now, it's been sifted several times. I don't know if you can see how fine that is. You can see how fine that is. Oops. So anyhow, the ratio that we did on the ballast was 1 spoon of this and 7 spoons of this. So we'll go ahead and start doing that. And they're not going to be healthy spoons, just like pretty much half. I don't know if you guys can see that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then it's just one of these. Oops. Now, what's cool about this is this stuff already has the glue in it. So all you need to do is wet it, and it's done. Okay, so now we got this, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of mix it in. All right, that seems to be pretty mixed in there right now. So now I am very old school. I'll be using my spoon to lay the stuff down. Move that out of the way. Now I was going to try it also with the actual ground cover with this stuff. I don't know if it's going to actually change the color to this. I might try that tonight. I don't know. We'll see as time goes on. Anyhow, I think still waiting for John before I actually start this because I don't want to miss anything in the chat. Let me see. So we got that camera too. We got this camera plus that camera. So anyhow, we'll start with the ballast, and I'll keep turning around to see. I know John's probably. I know he's on his way home. You're not late, Mr. Alex Brockway. You're not late at all, buddy. Show just started a few minutes ago, so you're cool. No worries. All right, so I'm going to take my ballast, and I'm just going to start at this end down here. And we're going to do the 2 outside rails, the 2 main lines first, and we'll go from there. So we'll just take a little bit of the ballast here, and we'll just... Now I'm doing only where the cameras can see. And then I'll have to finish this off camera sometime. You see a lot of spots that didn't get filled in, so we'll go back and fill those in. I do the ballast first and then do the scenery or the ground cover up to the ballast. This way you can get you a nice clean edge on the ballast. If you're looking for a clean edge, that's the way I do it. Now I can see just by looking at this that there's some spots that I definitely miss. I'll go back and fill those up. Hello, Steve 8687. Steve 87. How's it going, buddy? And there is Low Country Dave D. How's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in here. All right, let's go back and do these again. There's Mr. Dewey. I just heard him pop in there. All right. Let me bring my side partner up here. Hello, Mr. Dewey.
Hey.
Can't hear you, bud.
Oh well, let me adjust my mic because the last time I was on, everybody was. Hey,
That's good.
Is it good?
That's good.
Okay.
Anyhow, what we're doing tonight is we're gonna do some ballast and some scenery work on my layout.
All right. I don't have anything on, do we? Oh yeah. Wait. There we go. All right. I had a hit and run.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Luckily, from what I could see, the only damage I see is the driver's mirror on my truck. We were going through a roundabout, and the guy drifted into my lane. And
roundabout.
He was moving pretty good, and then he just took off. So I videoed him, and I did the 911 thing, called in. So I'm waiting on a call back from the police.
Got it.
So I can file the report.
So anyhow, you remember last week or the week before we did the little demonstration on the ballast and that.
Yeah.
So the instructions say that I could also use that on ground cover.
Oh, really?
So what we're going to do tonight is the section, and you know where this section is because you've been to my house. We're in train room number 2.
Right.
And we're right at the entrance from the train room number 1.
Okay. Kevin Brown.
Wow. Yeah. Yes, Kevin, we can do that. And
Definitely.
You know, the funny thing is when I watched his live stream the other night, and I hate to say this, but he really does not look very well. Real Artist Mike, how's it going, my friend? Glad you can make it in tonight.
Hello, everybody.
So anyhow, what we're doing here is we're going to do this section. Oops, you don't want to see that. So right here, right on the level number 2. Okay. All right, just keep an eye on the chat for me, sir. I appreciate it.
Got it.
You don't know what I had to do to get this all set up in here today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because right now I got those TV snack cables that fold up. I got 3 of those in here. One's holding one camera, one is holding the computer, and the other one's holding all the material for me to do this tonight. And I'm sitting here in my hallway. Okay, I'm in my hallway right now. Just so I could do this tonight.
A balancing act.
Yeah, really. And I had to jack up the computer because the stool I'm sitting on is too high, and then I had a cheap ass computer chair, and that was too low, so I had to jack up the computer. Camera just shut off.
Ethan, I'm glad you enjoy our humor.
Oh, so this thing turned off. Why did it turn off? Did it go back on now? No. Hold on.
Dave says you need a portable studio.
I do, really. I don't know why this camera just died on me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Now it's back.
Yep.
Yeah, it went to sleep. That's what happened. So we're working on this side. You can see me here, right? I could back this out a little bit, maybe. The other way. That's out as far as it'll go. All right. All right, so we'll just keep working on this area. I'm working the ballast into the ties right now. And there was a trick that I saw somebody do a while back. And what they did was, and I don't have something I could do that with, but what they did was they just tapped the track and all the ballast went right in between all the rails.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to do on the outside of the rails, on the ties. Like I said, I take my finger.
Let's go to Harbor Freight and get a rolling toolbox.
Yeah, I should, Should have never sold mine.
Yeah. Pennsylvania 6200. Yeah, you're right. We are model railroaders and we are crazy. There. How do you like that Challenger on the front of that shirt, huh?
Oh, nice.
Ray Central's going to the diner after the live stream.
Oh, that's all right. I already ordered my food. My food will be here at 7:45.
Ah.
I'm doing Panda Express tonight.
Oh.
And they deliver.
Panda
So
says you don't like the ballast spreader?
I don't have one, to be honest with you. I was going to buy one. I said,
I bought one, but before I did, I tried to make one. I think I did a pretty decent job on it, but I went ahead and bought one.
And
that'll be the very last thing I do is put ballast down.
Well, yeah, because you're not. Once you're not going to change anything.
Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know when that's going to
stop. That's everybody's problem, dude. So you guys, you are seeing this, right, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, camera's doing good.
Now, I'm not going to be very particular on how this ballast is going to look because if you look at the railroads, that ballast is not 100% either. So I'm just going to get it to where at least it looks like there's ballast down, and I don't see any more plywood prairie.
Ah, yeah.
All right, that's coming along pretty nice so far. So now, like I was saying in my reminder video, that the scenery on here is pretty old, and the color of the ground cover is actually different from what I've been using lately. So that's why I want to redo this and do all the same color. I picked this dirt up on one of my rail fanning trips. All right, so we're going to stop with the ballast now. We're going to start doing some of the ground cover, and let's see how well we can. Wait a minute, let me finish something here.
Steve 87 PSAP of train shows in the Phoenix area.
That's one thing I was just talking about earlier. They don't have that many train shows here. The Great American Train Show doesn't come here, or any of them. And that's something I miss. And the only time I get to go to a train show is in California.
Yeah, right now that's not going on too good. I'm hoping I'm going to get a hold of Bob over at Tehachapi and see if they're they're going to have a train show this year over at Bakersfield, because that's usually where I go when nothing else is going on.
And nothing happened in Pomona either?
No, not right now. At least not that I know of.
Norman Roy, you almost have it right. The orange chicken is correct, but I also got Kung Pao chicken with fried rice.
That sounds good.
And that's all right. So we're going to try doing some of this dirt now, and let's see how this is all going to look. Now, like I said, this is all going to get different color. So I'm going to go ahead.
Looks like down in Costa Mesa.
Oh, okay.
Great Train Show Expo, Costa Mesa. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what the rail serve tells me.
So all of this that's already been done is going to get redone now with this different colored dirt. And when I did the demo with the piece of wood that I had, I used a pipette to put the water down. But we're going to use tonight. We're going to use a spray bottle. You guys really can't see what I'm doing, huh? Maybe that shot will be better.
I didn't see you putting the ballast in. Thanks, Ralph, for putting those links in.
Who's he putting up there?
He's doing your Amazon link. He's just doing numerous links.
Okay.
He does for your channel. He's doing Kevin's trains.
Yeah, I was Kevin GLE and myself have been subscribed to each other for quite a while, and I am just impressed with the size layout he's got.
Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Spike replica. I'll have to check that one out.
All right, we'll continue on now with the ballast a little further down here. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really too particular on how the ballast goes down. As long as there's ballast there and it looks like there is ballast there, that's all I'm concerned about.
Yeah, you don't have it on thick.
I mean, the guys that use the Unitrack, they get really nice ballast finish because of the contour that the Unitrack sits on.
Yeah.
And if I had used cork roadbed, I'd have that same profile, but I didn't use cork roadbed, so I'm kind of doing it right on.
Yeah. Well, I'm not using cork roadbed either. So.
Now, guys, I'm using my thumbnail to go in here to get it away from the rails before we even start putting any water down or any, I guess, water you would call it, with the detergent or alcohol, whichever you prefer. We'll do right up to I go out of camera phase right here. So that'd be right about there. Now, a lot of my track, you'll see a lot of my track moving around as I do this. I do not glue all my track down when I first put it down. It will get secured now. Once the ballast gets wet and secured, then the track will be permanently down.
Yeah. Pappy says he couldn't imagine the cost if you would have used Unitrack.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't, because the price of that stuff was expensive. When Roy was here, we went to the local hobby shop and he was buying up some of that Unitrack. And I couldn't believe, man, what he got for the amount of money he spent. It was like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this wouldn't be quite as big if I was using the Unitrack.
Yeah, it just it's.
Sometimes I think about, should I have done that?
Yeah. Well, that's like, I went hog wild when I first began because we had the Bachman track and everything. It was the plastic, and it looked great.
Right.
So then we get out in the garage, and I get all that stuff out there. But then I started to realize that it has limitations because there are some things that design in your track plan that it's not able to.
And that's one of the drawbacks you have with that when using you are confined to their radius.
Right.
And so if you can't work a track plan out with their radius, then you can't use their track, or you have to change your track plan.
Hi, Low Country. So then I got on got the Code Run 100 because that's what I have, and just went that way and sold out. I got some of my money back. I sold all that Bachman track pretty quick too. I had a couple.
Well, there's a lot of guys that just want to have a track, something simple that they can put together and run a train.
Yeah.
And, not be very prototypical or anything like that. They just want to have some fun,
Yeah.
And again, it's okay if you're not going to do a large layout, but I'll tell you what, if you're going to do a large layout, unit track is not the way to go.
Nope, not if you want to have a budget for rolling stock and engines.
Yeah, really.
Where'd all your money go? Well, it's right here in the track. Where's the trains? I'm saving for them. Well, Ray says, new track isn't cheap, but he says at least you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Digital Levo and Protractor on Vinny's Amazon page. Thanks, Ralph.
All right, so now we're going to continue on with the ground cover. You can see that the ballast is already getting some sort of a definition. Let me see if we can get to the other camera there.
Yeah.
You can see the ballast is getting some sort of definition right along there. And as soon as I put the dirt, the ground cover in there and kind of trim it out a little bit. And for that, I'm just using a very, very little bit of dirt just to go alongside the ballast.
Now, are you using real dirt?
Yes, this is real dirt.
Good.
Like I said earlier, this dirt I had gotten from a rail fanning trip that I had gone. And just big chunks of dirt, and I had to sift it all.
Dirt. Where do you go rail fanning where there's dirt?
Actually, this came from down in Maricopa.
Oh, yeah?
We were down there with, the guy, you remember Art, the guy who used to do the train shows?
Yeah.
Well, he and his wife and me and Diana at the time were down in Maricopa, and I looked at the dirt, and I said, I need to get some dirt. And actually, that's where we got it from. We were just trackside, and we had a couple of plastic bags in the car, and we just scooped up a whole bunch of dirt. I still got it. It's like 4 years ago that we picked this dirt up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've got still have pieces of coal that I picked up, I don't know, 7 years ago when I was at the train station in West Virginia. Because I just happened to look down because I knew there had to be coal somewhere around there. And there's all these little pieces, that fall off out of the cars. And I think they probably thought I was crazy because I grabbed them up, throw them in the baggie, I was like, what are you doing? I think my dad said, what are you doing over there? Getting coal. So, yeah, I still have some of that. I mean, once you crush it up and to do it, make your loaves, gosh, you get a lot of it out of a couple little pieces once you get it all crushed up.
Yep, you sure do. All right, so how is that looking? Can you see that?
Yeah.
How about we go here? I think it's looking pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put a little more ballast on the inside ties here. They just don't seem to be enough. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll go ahead and pick up a ballast spreader. I gave one away for Christmas.
Yeah, you did. Dave says, lots of dirt in Arizona. Long way to travel for Vinny to pick up Maricopa dirt.
It's sure too.
Everybody says it's looking good.
You know, this has been a plywood prairie for I can't tell you how long. I think we'll go ahead and do this inside track also. So we'll get back over to this camera. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and do this inside track also.
Yeah.
Can we move this? Hey, how come it's not? Oh, I don't have it on the right one. There you go.
You gonna do some grass and stuff in between the tracks?
Yeah, yeah, and I have that stuff. We're gonna continue this up once I get all the ground cover and the ballast down. Then we're gonna go ahead and do some grass and some ground cover, some other ground cover. But I'm gonna rely on the mixture of stuff of the magic ballast and the dirt to hold down the other stuff. Follow what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I don't know if that would change the color
Oh yeah.
of the grass, you know.
Yeah.
So it's an experiment I have to do. I didn't have time today trying to figure out how I was going to hook everything up in this room for the show tonight. I usually drop in on Anthony Dodge's live show, and I didn't even get to do that today.
Yeah, I was late on my lunch, so I missed his premiere show. Oh, Chasco says 54-31.
Thank you, Chasco.
Race Central. How would you clean the rails after gluing the ballast?
I would just go ahead and do with the mineral spirits. And that was the good thing that I showed with the when I did the demonstration on my bench 2 weeks ago, is that once you put this down, I used the pipette in between the rails, and I didn't get the top of the rails dirty, wet at all. So that was one good thing. But this here tonight, because we're going to do the ground cover and the ballast, we're going to spray it with water and detergent.
Yeah.
This piece of track was in bad shape, first of all, because none of the old ballast was gone out of it.
The rail artist says when ballasting, he always uses a stiff bristle brush to clear the flangeways.
Yeah, when we get to the turnouts, I'll be taping up all the turnouts basically, because these turnouts are very temperamental as they are. Yeah, this piece of track right here is not going to look as good as the other two, and I still need to fill in some. I can see some bare spots. Let me get these guys here. As long as I get a complete ballast between the ties that are in between the rails, I'm okay with that. Because that's where you're going to see it anyhow. Once you wet this and the ties come back to their natural color, because right now the ballast is actually giving them a little bit of a haze.
Yeah. Got that dust on it.
I'm using buff and it's fine ballast. That's the ballast I'm using, in case you guys are wondering. Don't forget tomorrow's video, guys. You'll see how I start doing the Oxnard Travel Center, I should say.
Digger says, do they use ballast magic on the real railway tracks? It would be a good idea.
Sure they do. All right.
Part of the track rubbers that track.
Oh, I need to ask. Let me get back up here for a minute. Any of you guys that are working with Digitrax, and Kevin Brown, I think you can help me out on this. I keep getting the message that the slots are full. I can't add any more locomotives. And I tried doing what they say on Digitrax to clear it out, but it's not working. Kevin Brown, if you can help me out with that, maybe a phone call tomorrow, maybe you can help me out with that. Because I know when you were here, you did that. I think you did that once, that you got rid of a locomotive so you could run yours. So please, if you know how to do that, please give me a call, because I can't I can't add any more locomotives. It won't let me do it. So anyhow, all right. So we got this down now, and that's looking pretty good, I think.
John Tanzillo says switch to NCE.
I knew somebody would be a smart ass. So right, John. Oh, John, by the way, your package to you is going out sometime this week also.
Okay.
You and Tanzillo.
Oh, cool. I get to do a mail call. I haven't done one of those in a while.
I've been sitting on everybody's. I feel sorry for Alan, RDNA.
Yeah.
Because he won the locomotive and he's waiting, he's dying for it, and I just haven't gotten to the post office. I started to say earlier, I am doing one more refinance on my house.
Yeah.
Because I got so much equity in this house right now. I just want to take some of it out and I want to finish off the kitchen, and I might get the outside of the house painted also.
Yeah.
I might as well take advantage. As long as the money's there, I might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah.
See, now, guys, what I'm doing now is trying to fill in to make it look like, a little bit of separation between the tracks with the dirt.
You got a camera angle for that?
Sure. What? What's that?
Where you're putting your.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go down there. There we go.
Yeah, so everybody can see it.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to add a little bit of dirt between the ballast that's down there. And we'll give it that little bit of a separation that I'm looking for. All right. So if I decide that's as far as I'm going to go, then I will go ahead and take some of my stuff. Now I'm using here Woodland Scenics, green grass. And again, what's up?
Alan says, hurry up, you old fart. Ha ha
ha. All right. That means another 3 weeks before you get your toy. You forget who's in control here, buddy. And so right now I'm putting down Woodland Scenics green grass. Now you got to remember, in Arizona, there's not very much grass, especially out here where the tracks would be in real life. There's a lot of weeds and a lot of cactus. Yeah, scrub brush. No tumbleweed though.
No.
I have seen plenty of tumbleweed when I was in Texas.
Oh, they're in Kansas. I ran through some burning tumbleweeds one time. There was no way to avoid them. It's funny though. Out there in Kansas, they have these big, tall fences up along the I-70. Is where I was at.
All right, I'm going to see if I can raise this up to get a better view. That's a little better.
Norman Rose says the hobos have all the grass.
John, I'm gonna go single screen for now.
Okay.
Because I think everybody can see that a little bit better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So all right, as you can see now, I already added a little bit of green in here. Now I'm going to take some of this yellow grass. I'm going to combine it in there. Because for me, yellow grass would represent dead grass.
Right. Digger says, I heard they grow some good grass out in AZ.
Well, it all depends on what kind of grass you're talking about there, bud.
Eddie at Happy Valley Hobbies wants to know how big is your
layout? Well, this room that I'm in right now is 12 by 13, and this is room number 2. Room number 1 is 11 by 9. So I guess, I don't know if you want to combine those. Hello, Derek Alexander. How's it going, buddy? But yeah, I have 3 levels. Well, yeah, 3 levels, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Derek, how you doing? 2 rooms, 3 layers.
Yep. One helix.
Yep.
For me, doing this part of the layout, doing the scenery and stuff like that, that's the most relaxing and the part that I enjoy the most.
Yeah,
Now this
I would have to agree with you there.
the
Yeah.
area I'm doing right here, this will all get static grass. But yeah, this is the most relaxing part of the hobby that I find anyhow.
Well, I mean, you know, because you're trying to make everything else precise, and this does the nature's not
Is
precise. So
is not
whatever you
exact.
do is going
It,
to work.
exactly. Exactly.
Pappy wants to know, when did you actually start your layout?
I moved in this house in March of 2013 on the 23rd, and on April 1st, this layout started. So I've been working on it since 2013.
It hasn't slowed down yet.
Nope. Did we build enough? Do we need to build more? do we need to do we need to add another level?
Well, you are in scale.
All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add these light green bushes just randomly for right now. Like I said, this is just a practice run on to see if this stuff is actually going to work. I don't think it's going to hold down these bushes. I think I'll have to do separate glue on those.
Yeah.
But we're just going to go ahead and lay these out here and see how it works. I think I put dirt out. Let me. I think I put some dirt out here. Let me just make sure.
Hey, Scott, how are you doing?
Yeah, like I said, these bushes are going to have to probably have to be glued down separately. But that's all right.
Scott Johnson said he apologizes. He's late. He was watching trains, then barbecuing. He said it hit 60 there today.
Oh wow!
When I left work today at 4 o'clock, it was 89 degrees.
Oh wow! You're even warmer than here.
Yeah.
Now putting these little bushes in between the tracks, just again to give it a little bit of separation, to give it a little bit more detail, which basically you would find on a real railroad anyhow.
Yeah.
Especially out on the
Norman, in Valencia, it was 89 today.
That's crazy.
It might have been in the 90s. I don't know.
I think it hit 80 here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the winter's pretty much, my winter is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get very much winter. We get about 2 weeks, and that's it.
Well, the rest of us go into a time change in a month.
Yep.
We catch up with you. I can't get to catch up with you now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, I wish they'd finally come to a decision to do everybody on the same time zone, because this is crazy. If I don't remember to change the time, then my live streams would be all screwed up.
Right. You got a low battery light flashing in the red.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, I'm going to shut that camera off and go to the other camera then. It's funny because I just put that battery in there. Anyhow, guys, you can see all that I have done here right now. So the next thing we're going to do is the old-fashioned way. We just spray bottle with I have 50-50 water and detergent, and we're just going to go ahead and spritz this down, and we'll see if the magic ballast works with the ground foam like they said it would. All right, here we go. Now, yes, I'm going to have to clean the track.
It's raining.
All right, that looks pretty wet to me.
The pavement's getting wet.
All right, so now all we have to do is just let it dry up, and let's see what happens. Let me get back to here, see my ugly mug. And we'll go back to here. There you go. All right, 53 still in here, huh? All right. Scott Johnson, how's it going, buddy? Anybody comment on what I've done? Did you see any
Yeah,
comments
looking
on it?
awesome. Throw that water on there. Yeah, everybody earlier before you started with the water said it was looking good.
Now, I know, that Yankee Dabble is my sponsor and everything like that. You can get this magic stuff from Yankee Dabble. I think it was $6 and change, and you get the 7% discount on that. On top of that, so it'll pay for the shipping anyhow. So you guys check out Yankee Dabbler. The name is Magic Ballast. He's the one who told me to give it a shot, so I did, and it seems to work really well. I like it. I don't know if these bushes are actually going to stay down, but I'm hoping that the dirt does, and then I'll just give the bushes a little eyedropper of glue, diluted glue on there. It's funny. This thing. There. So let me give you a shot of what's going on here, John. There's my computer.
Yeah.
So, and I got I didn't take any buildings off or anything, so everything's still in the way. And then I only had a couple of palm trees in there and stuff like that, but basically, I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely looks better than the plywood, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, you can see a difference already.
Yeah, it made a big difference. Just that little bit of color on there. And like I said, once I put the static grass on there and a couple of palm trees, because this area of the layout represents North Phoenix / Glendale, and they still have palm trees in that area. So there'll be a couple of palm trees being put up in this area.
Yeah.
And then I'll get in touch with Bobby to get me some more pine trees up on the top.
Oh, yeah.
F&B, David, how's it going, buddy? CT hit about 52. Oh, CT is Connecticut, isn't it? Chuck is sliding on. Yeah, I guess. I'll tell you how dry it is here. The water I just put down on the road here, it's totally dry already.
Oh, that's a good idea, Scott.
What kind of
He
static?
snips old tires and lays them around the tracks along with pieces of rail.
Yeah. John Arthur's got a question for me. So what kind of static grass do you use? The static grass I'm using, what came in a kit with the WWS applicator. It came with a kit of different sizes, 2 millimeter, 4 millimeter, and 6 millimeter. I use the 2 millimeter because even 2 millimeter is way too big for end scale. I mean, if you use 2 millimeter and you put a figure next to it, it'd be up to his chest. Hello, James Young. How's it going, buddy? Show note. RVA. Oh, wow.
Wow.
There you go, John. Hop on that.
Yeah, well, he's got some great stuff up there.
Yeah, he does. And all the stuff's got lights and sound.
Coming from Canada down to here.
Oh, man.
No way.
Yeah, really.
Couldn't afford it. Plus, I've got a bunch of cabooses and a couple of locomotives on pre-order that I don't know when they're going to hit.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's little demonstration, and I will let you know how this works out next week on my next live stream. I think Marty's coming over to my house tomorrow, so maybe I'll get him to run a train for me if I can figure out how to get rid of that slot max. I have a problem. Maybe my problem is the system will hold 99 locomotives. Right. But every time I want to use a locomotive, instead of going to the recall button and looking for that locomotive, I just punch it in.
Right.
So it adds a locomotive,
Gotcha.
And then I decide to use another locomotive, and I'll punch that one in, so that adds another locomotive. So now, it gradually grows like that.
Yeah.
There you go, John Arthur. I'm glad I could do that for you tonight.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a finger thing? I guess I missed that. Oh, did I tell you, John? Did you watch my last video?
Last Saturday?
No, the one after that, actually, the one on Sunday.
No, I didn't. I started to get over to that. It's that your grandchild thing. Yeah.
It was cool the way they did it too.
Yeah,
Now my daughter and her husband did not know the gender of the baby, but my daughter's girlfriend did.
Oh,
So they had two big balloons, right? And
right.
they filled it with the powder, the powder, right? And then my daughter and her husband, they're both into different type of hunting stuff. So they had bow and arrows. He's got a double compound, and she had a crossbow.
Yeah.
And they counted down 10, 9, 7, blah, 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 and they both shot their out, and blue smoke came out.
Cool.
I'm
Grandson.
gonna have a grandson.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I would tell my daughter, okay, when can I bring him over here?
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
So yeah, so I'm excited about that. So she's doing July 5th actually is when she's due.
Oh.
So we'll see how that goes. I still can't you push it back a little bit to make it on my birthday?
there you go.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna with this last refinancing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay off my car. I'm gonna pay off all my credit cards. And then whatever money's left over, I'm going to take care of the rest of the kitchen, which just needs the cabinets done. And then the outside of the house is going to get painted because if you rub your hand on the paint, you can see the chalk coming off on your fingers.
Yeah.
So it needs to get done. Oh, that's his son's birthday, John Arthur. Well, cool. A new model railroader. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I have to wait until she gets tired of having the kid all the time so she can bring him over here.
Yeah.
Anyhow, guys, I'm going to get going because my food will be here in the next 10 minutes and I want to be prepared for it because I am starving. Anyhow, we'll talk to you guys next week, and I hope you guys get to watch the video tomorrow. And please keep up the good effort you guys are doing on comments. I really do appreciate that. And thank you for all the super chats tonight. And any new membership, don't forget to hit that join button down there. You get if you just do a regular membership, you'll get a choice of different emojis and stuff like that. But if you do the dispatch one, you get to see a new video of mine for me building this layout in this room right here from the helix forward. Video number 1 is already out. Video number 2 will be coming out in March 1st. And every first of the month, there'll be a new video. So you guys need to check it out. It's only $5.99 to get previews on videos that haven't been out for quite a long time. All right. Anyhow,
see everybody.
We'll talk to you guys next week, and I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Take care and have a great week. Bye, everyone.